Okay, I'm live. I'm live. And I've had one of those weeks. Oh, sometimes you just feel, you're just banging your head against the wall. You can't communicate with people. Or, your phone companies, hospitals, everywhere. It seems to be a lack of communication this week. There's 9 people. Daniel Quigley's here. Hello, Daniel. You're the first. Oh. Andrew Johnson. Afternoon, Eddie. Andrew's in Bangkok. How are you? I'm okay, Andrew. I'll put your name on the screen. Andrew's a friend of mine. How are you? Okay. I'm hoping to meet you in January. And Andrew, that's if I can. Oh, if my hospital appointments can get their act together. So nice to hear from you. Have a great weekend. As of Sharik, Eddie, my brother, how care doing? I'm okay actually. I'm all right. As of, but certain things just wind you up. Oh, I've been wound up a bit this week. Carl Day, hello. John is here. Ian Azzo, good morning from Manchester. Bottle Baby, Ford, the piece. I hope you're well. I would like to say I'm okay, but certain things just get on your nerves. They just get Gold Pure Blood is here. Diamond Mist, Mark Wynn, Simon and Siam, Asif Sharik, Carl Day. Chin up, Betty. You're trying to do too much in a short space of time, pal. Phoning out what is hopefully everything will work out for the best, pal. Okay, that's Michael Haig. Okay, that's fair comment. Andrew Lloyd, hi Eddie from a sunny North Bangkok. You're looking well, chum. Okay, thank you. The VW goes tight. Good morning from Bangkok. Good morning. I hope you were doing great. Okay, so that's all the comments up to now. So I'll get on with one. What's getting me down? Jesus! I posted a video yesterday about hospital appointments, and that nurse that I spoke to, phoned me back yesterday, but it was a missed call, and the phone went straight to answer machine. So I think my Tuesday appointment, whatever it's about, is still there on the 5th of November. But my MRI scan, that's looking more uncertain for the end of January. I was hoping to get out to Thailand in the whole month of January, 4 weeks. 4 weeks, and then get back for that at the end of it. But it's in case you missed a video that I posted yesterday, that is, I mean, that's not necessarily the MRI scan. That is a review of the MRI scan. So the MRI scan will come somewhere early in January. Well, that's throwing a spanner in the works for me. And, I hope that's sorted all about. I want to get that sorted this week because I really, really, really want to be in Pattaya in the month of January. You got to live for something, haven't you? Kim Farrar. Kim Farrar, go Pure Blood. Bottle Baby must have been watching Cheap Charlie. And no, I haven't. I do watch Cheap Charlie, and I even watch Sick Grandpa sometimes. I do watch those people. Michael Haig, I think how much are you paying for your flight, pal? Well, I haven't booked it yet. I can't book it yet, can I? Because I don't know where I'm going. I mean, if I knew when it was going, for sure, then I'd book my flight, and I even know which hotel that I want to stay in. I'd get all that done and dusted. But it's a hospital; their appointments. I posted a video yesterday on the other channel called "Hospital Appointments and Travel Plans Don't Mix," and That was the title, and that's what I mean. That's what I mean. As of Sharif, how's your mobility now, my brother? It's okay, but it's difficult. It's I need to grab hold of things in order to stand up. Paolo, Eddie, Paolo, you need to work or volunteer. Take your mind off moaning. Well, you know, sometimes doing nothing seems to be hard work. I'm not in a position to work right now. Bin man, what's going on, Eddie? Health is number one. I bet you'll be around for a lot longer than the first year. Andrew Johnson, exactly, Eddie. Give you something to look forward to. It'll be great to see you again. Again, all goes well. Okay, that'll be brilliant. We've had some great nights out of me and Andrew together. You know, so it'll be nice to see him again. Michael Haig, okay, which hotel do you reckon? Oh, jeez, I don't recommend hotels. I have hotels on my travel list, on my list of videos. So I can't pretend to be up to date with everyone. So a hotel that I reviewed 2 years ago may not be as good now. You know, so you know, you're welcome to check those videos out. Andrew Lloyd, yes, thank God. Still taking heart medication. Sharing my time between Bangkok and Bang Sarai. Okay, that's good for you. Mickey Berkshire, Ed thought about asking Nick to send you something from A7. I watched his Halloween stream last night. That was on the members area. I watched Nick and Martin's Halloween stream, and that was really, really good. A lot of drunken people in that bar. It was one of those I wish I was there moments. Shag, Glenn McAllister, Balu John, Neil Fleet. Neil Fleet, morning, get from a damp Wavertree off to Gambia in early January. Okay, you're looking to meet Lisa Dale out there. Okay, morning from a damp Wavertree off to Gambia. Good for you. You found your little niece. You know, remember Thailand isn't the only place. You know, for a single man. Neil's got a cutout in Gambia, so good for them. Nigel, no, it's too cold for me. Too cold and wet. Peter Driver, oh, I'm over the time. Adventure bears fruition. Appointments. Let's see, Eddie. You could go Alpha Interaction. Eddie, you could go private with an MRI scan. Would you go to Pattaya for Christmas? I'm reluctant to go step foot on Thai soil before the beginning of January, because I think I don't know if they'll let me in. I have explained all of this before, because I left there, you know, extending my visa. I may have visa. They may ask too many questions. Whereas if I leave it a whole year, then it's safer. I don't want to go all that way and yeah, I don't want to go all that way and be turned away. Ian Fitton, hi Eddie. Whilst you were there, you were in Nong Khai and Udon. I was having a heart bypass in Koh Khan nearby. Really enjoyed your vids in hospital. Cheers. Okay, well that's it. Well, hopefully you've recovered from it, because that was like, it was 6 months or so. That's 6 or 7 months ago. That was, wasn't it? The Pete, after your last stream, booked a trip to Gran Canaria next month. Staying not far from Maspalomas. You're an institution, Ed. Okay. All right, thanks. Gran Canaria is it's the only Canary island that I've been to, and I loved it. I loved it. Glenn McAllister, I can't wait to get back to the Philippines this January. Okay. Nigel, I used to live in Wavertree. Happy member. Happy memories. Okay. Daniel Michael, hey, Daniel Kelly is here. Daniel Kelly, good morning, Daniel. Nigel, South Tenerife is fun. So let me just say, I was wound up. Phone companies, I just don't trust them. I don't trust them. As people who watch these live streams will know, I purchased a new Oppo 11F Renault or whatever it's called, and it's a good phone. It's a good smartphone. It does. So I inserted an old EE SIM card in there, and that was up and running. And I actually got it up and running when I was in the hospital. I phoned EE and got through to somebody who, I wanted to top up. I wanted to put some credit on there, but that chappie had me, was trying to coax me. I thought he was trying to con me into getting a contract, which is no good to me. Because some months that I don't use that phone, so I don't want to be tied to a contract, because contracts, they involve direct debits, and you just so I just want a pay as you go phone. So today I tried to top up again, and somehow. It's why is it not so simple? I got through to this dork. I mean, he was absolute dork. It sounded like he couldn't sell sweets in a sweet shop, let alone a mobile phone top up. He was asking me all kinds of personal questions. I said, look, mate, I just want to top up. I want to, my last bundle, which they ballsed up. And they ended up didn't charge me for it, £20 into a bundle, which I've been fine and dandy with that phone, happy as Larry over the last few weeks. I mean, but that monthly thing's about to run out, so I needed to top up, and I said I'll top up 25 quid. Or whatever. So you take the £20 out of there when it runs out. And he said, I need to ask you some questions first of all. What did he want to ask me questions? He said, he's a £20 bundle. I could give you a £10 bundle because it looks on your last the way that you've used it, that you haven't used much data. So for £10. I could give you a monthly bundle. Well, that's okay. That's all the better then. Save me £10 then a month. So I'll top up £15. Just to make sure that there's a little bit. When the time comes, you take the £10 bundle out, and there's still a £5 left in the account. Okay, so on the phone, £5 is credit. So he said, right now. And he mentioned the word contract a couple of times. I thought, where did that word come from? Mate, I don't want a contract. Because contract means a direct debit. It means that when I'm out the country, or doing whatever, months when I'm not using it, you still charge me for it. Well, where does the contract? I just want to pay you. I pay you. He said, oh, I see. So he sounded like a real dork, it's someone who's trying to scam you, but he's not really good at scamming. So he got so far. I said, I'll top up £15, and oh my God Almighty, he kept coming up with this contract, and he was asking my date of birth. Now I had my cards ready. I paid over the phone but when you asked me my date of birth, I mean, I thought when you top up a phone with other companies today, ask for your date of birth. I don't see how that's necessary. If he's going to ask for my address next, I mean, it's a page. That is a number that I've given out on these live streams. That is it. I've given that number in the past on these live streams. It's a pay as you go. It's a safe number. So it's oh geez, and then oh, God, it was dark. Why I was trying to get rid of it. So I've got £15 credit, which is no good for my £20 bundle. And he said, but you said that you didn't want a £10 bundle. Oh, get away. I put the phone down on him. So that's wound me up, that has. Who's that? Morning, still hot in Bangkok. No sign of it. Did he have a cool season there? Barry from his morning, in hospital now, about to have a knee up in a couple of hours. Hope you did. Oh, good luck with that. Hopefully they'll give you they'll put you to sleep for that, because the one thing that got me through the operations, and you can see the operations. You can see the operation there. The one thing that got me up, was that I was asleep. So good luck to you there, Barry. Good luck to you. Daniel, the Pixel 4 and 5 are the perfect size. Okay. Nigel, I've had a few run-ins recently with jobs working from home, and competent workers, big companies, I might add. Daniel Kelly, if the worst comes to the worst, Eddie, and January is out, you will go later to Thailand. Will I? My fear is that if I don't go in January, then I'm not going to go at all, because if that's the result of that end of January appointment, if that's the results for the MRI scan, then they may recommend chemotherapy. So how long is that going to take and say to the I think January is my last shot, to be honest with you. I really, really, really think January is my last bite of the cherry. Trying to get you to commit. Great to see you, especially Shane. Great to see Eddie. Great to see you. Have you considered publishing a poetry book? I enjoyed hearing your poems, especially Cambodia Girl. No. You need to be fired up for that one. I think Pete Burns. I'll delete that comment. I'll delete that comment. Don't be putting stuff like that in there again. No, the need to exercise, Arad. He's trying to sell you a concept because they get more commission on the target, sell contractors more lucrative. Eddie's trying to get you to Pattaya ASAP. Don't wait too long. Get the ground floor room as suitors court. Well, what are you, Alan Richard? What are you messed about pay as you go? Because I'm used to pay as you go. When you're out the country, you don't pay anything. I don't be charged for something that I'm not using. Peter Brandt, okay. Barry from Eastern, cheers, Ed. And yes, they will put me to sleep. Booked my Thailand flight for end of Jan, and flights are about 30% more expensive this time last year. Hope to see you out there. For end of Jan, I'll be back by end of Jan. If those hospital appointments, I really, really, really wish. Why can they not be accurate? Why can all appointments not be accurate? They're the official people. They're sending you these appointments. And, I feel like somebody said in the comments yesterday on that video, it's the case of the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. I often think, all these catastrophes, all these computer crashes all over the place, that you hear about, banks collapsing, computers crashed. These are being caused by some dozy clerk, who's not inputting the right information into the computer somewhere. That's all it takes. Some dozy clerk who's probably at an argument with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever the previous night and isn't concentrating on the job. That's all it takes to trigger off catastrophe. Yeah. But I've got something to say about Pattaya in a moment. Dr. Tai, NHS is slow. You've no chance of January, no chance. Well, I'll find out, this week. The Peter, for the positive result for your MRI. Well, I think it's unlikely. Bin man, Nick and Marty, I hope you can get back over to Pattaya as soon as possible. Okay. Well, I would go. I would go there. I would go to Pattaya maybe this month or Christmas time, but it's like you say, it's the visa problem. I may have visa problems. Jim and Rack, NHS cancel appointments. If you're traveling, go to Pattaya, we'll find you adequate accommodation. You'll say in Pattaya, here you wait. Oh. Nigel, a few Guinness on me, bro, guaranteed to make you better. Okay, fine. Thank you, Nigel. Thanks for that super chat. I appreciate that. And I have been drinking a couple of Guinnesses at a local pub recently. It's about £4 here. In a local pub around there. So I've been nipping in there a couple of times. So thanks for that. Barry, what are the visa problems? Sorry, I haven't watched the last few streams, so not up to date. Well, I arrived in Pattaya, Bangkok Airport, in the new year, early this year, beginning of this year. So that year, I've still got another 2 months to go. No, I reckon I overstayed my visa for medical issues. Medical reason, I renewed it more than I could. So they made question. I overstayed by a few days beyond 6 months when I was in Thailand, and I know I went to Laos a few days for a few weeks, and but I may have overstayed because it was. They may ask me questions because I left on medical grounds, so they may ask us questions about that. Guinness top of that local pub. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Nigel. And they do a good pint of Guinness. It's a genuine. It is one of the better pints of Guinness where I'm going. Gizmo in Asia. Well, you can still travel to Thailand then, 60-day free. I'm sure. Yeah, but will the visa? Will I be allowed in? I think it's safer just to go in January because that will be a complete year since I first arrived. Mickey Dre, Ed, is there someone you could travel with, make things a lot easier? We're working on it, boy. We're working on that one. Now, about Pattaya, people have commented that about my Amsterdam journey being a disaster. That was my first venture. That was an experiment. That was. That was a European destination. It was easy, but I got around all right. But I was learning to move about then, and I was learning to walk. But it was a disaster. It was I wasn't ready for that. I was a bit premature. Not the first time in my life I've been premature. It's been said about me before, but it was okay. But some people have commented that if I found Amsterdam to be difficult, I'll have no chance getting around Pattaya. So so Pattaya will be a no for me. I think they're wrong there, because I know Pattaya well. I know where I can walk, and I know both taxis, where I can get both taxis everywhere, and I know the geography of Pattaya. So I don't think I'll have a. I mean, Pattaya is, unless you know different, it's fairly flat. If you stay around the Sober Cow area, there's not many hills there. There's no hills, is there? And you walk along the road, and there's things to grab hold. I need things to grab hold of. But you can. I feel more confident with Pattaya getting around, and I will be walking everywhere. I'll be getting grabbed both taxis. So I don't see Pattaya, because I know all the soils really well. I know the geography of Pattaya. You walk along Beach Road, and it's all on the flat. It's not a problem. I don't see Pattaya as being a problem. Think positive, Arad. Okay, all right. I'm thinking positive, but it's appointments. Yes, you have good excuse. Gizmo and Asia. Yes, you have good excuse being stuck in hospital. I'm sure you will still through. Dr. Ty, they might ask health insurance questions when you arrive, as you medically left with a nurse. And you overstayed your visa agent sorted it. You probably won't get in. Okay. So are you talking about this year, or beginning of January, when a whole year will have expired since I entered Thailand? Because I think if you take the few weeks that I was in Laos, then it's probably less than 6 months. It'll be 5.5 months, basically, that I spent in Thailand last year. So that might make a difference. But I did leave on medical grounds. So pretty handy. Hello, Steady Eddie. You're the man. Bottle Baby, the Amsterdam trip is a learning experience. It gave you some insight. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it was. Hi, Ed. You can apply online for the Thai tourist visa in the UK. It's just a visa, except you have a problem with. Okay. Just get a hotel in. Hey, Jan, just get a hotel in central Pattaya, like Sober Cow. You and native can go quickly back to your room if you were tired. Easy to go to restaurants. Well, I know Sober Cow well, so this is what I'm saying. I'm not daunted by Pattaya, because I know it so well. Daniel Kelly, actually, the only thing you will grab hold of is a sexy lady. Yeah, maybe. Gizmo and Nate, yeah, both very cheap, 40 baht rides, and of course you have 10 baht bus. Like you say, Eddie, very easy to get around. I don't think I'll be doing too many baht buses though, because I mean, there was a fella who was killed. And the driver kept driving. He fell off the back, hanging on the back of a baht bus. I think he was a Chinese bloke. He was killed. By doing that. Austin, good thing about Pattaya is generally the toilets are on the same level as the bar, unlike Amsterdam with the steep stairs. Yeah, that's absolutely another reason why I think Pattaya will be better. I think it would be okay. Roy Gold, nice to hear from you, Roy. He lives in John TM. I think you will be okay in Pattaya, Eddie. I meet up regularly with guys there that are in their 80s who've been living there for 20 years and are still happy. Okay, well, I wish I could live to that age. I'd be happy. Nigel, you're very lucid, which is 90% of the battle, in my opinion. Okay, thank you. Bottle Baby, lots of girls around Sober Cow to keep you steady and from falling. Badly from EastEnders. That first singer, when you eventually get there, is going to taste amazing. Really, except I don't like it. I don't like Tangiers. I don't like singing. I don't like that chang at all. Leo's okay. Leo, that seems to be, but it was singers and Leo, they're okay, but I don't like that chang at all. I drink Heineken when I'm in Heineken or San Miguel Light. BWW, greetings, Steady. You sound better every day. Okay, thank you. Shattered 65. Ed, I think they would either give you a waiver or medical. Ed, I think they would either give you a waiver or medical treatment fees when you departed Thailand when they saw you had overstayed. I didn't actually overstay my visa because I had that sorted out beforehand by the hospital, by the hospitals that I was staying in. But I did have. I was actually technically there. I've forgotten about this until I was reminded before. But I did go to Laos for about 3 weeks. So I think the amount of time that I spent in Thailand this year is probably no more than 5.5 months. So I haven't actually overstayed the visa. Nigel, I keep telling Charlie about hanging up bar buses and the dangers associated with falling off. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that was terrible. I mean, it was just so... He made one mistake, that Chinese man, on the back of that bar bus, and then he fell off the back and he was dead. So, Shane, that Chinese guy name was something... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Danny from East End, yeah, Chang is Mengen, yeah. I don't like that. I've actually sent that back. I was in one bar, one restaurant in Koh Samui, and it had cheap draft beer, and so I bought a pint of it to go with my meal, and geez, it was that Chang, and I can't drink that. I don't like it. Cyril Denham, I didn't hear what get to you. Very slow walk. Oh, I'll just sweat. I'm sweaty anyway. Mark Saunders, hi Eddie, looking well today. Yeah, good to know that you Pattaya like the back of your hand. Easy to get out Pattaya. I know, absolutely. I don't see it as being a problem. I know the geography of Pattaya well. Get a beer down, you gullet boy. Okay. Richie Rich, I like a San Miguel light when I'm in Thailand. Oh, I got to like. I'll tell you where. Whenever I think of San Miguel light, I think of that place in Udon Thani, that main high street where all the bars are. Going down to that stone table, well-known stone table in the middle of Udon Thani, with the bar area. Bar Street, and sitting there of a blazing hot afternoon, drinking a big bottle of San Miguel at 100 baht, ice cold. Oh my God Almighty! That is one moment when I thought I like retirement. I like the idea of coming down here every day and having a few of these, and then going into that. I was beginning to like my retirement out there in Thailand. Settle into it, but before disaster happened. Gizmo in Asia, I have to come back UK 15 for 19 days. What's the weather's like? It's winter hasn't kicked in yet. Where I'm living in Devon, it's Cyril Denham. All your hotels will have lifts, so no cheap hotels anymore. Well, I'll stay in a hotel with a lift. Roy Gold, I had some bottles of San Miguel Pale Pilsen Premium Beer, an excellent beer. Okay, that sounds good. Jolly and Jojo, the mobility scooter Jimbo is currently the best. The mobility scooter Jimbo is currently the best live streamer in Thailand. I admired his courage riding around on that scooter. Okay. Bottle Baby, it's the famous stone table. Yeah, I really like that. And that guy who runs that shop, he's a real gentleman, he is. Daniel Kelly, Eddie, will you meet up with Jeff Carter? I don't think so. I don't think so, because he's out there now. He's out there now, isn't he? So I think by the time I get out there, he will have left. I like Jeff. I like Jeff. Jeff's an inspiration. He inspired many a vlogger. Dr. Thai, sorry I'm being negative, but I'm just being realistic. Get your local Thai massage parlour for a rub and tub. Oh, no. What on the wild, living the dream on a concrete beach. I don't know what you mean there, Stephen. Bangkok bet. Don't be reckless, though. You may have another 5 years or more in you left. Oh, well. Austin 1. Areca Lodge is a good bet for a hotel with good lifts, etc. I've stayed there. I go on 7th of Jan, so I'm Cyril Denham. I go on 7th of Jan, so I might bump into you again. I was talking to you one day in Soy Cow before 5 years ago. Okay, thank you. Wonky Donkey, Charlie is the legend of the genre. I'll be starstruck if I met. I've never met you, Charlie. He goes on under the name of Billy Blue, doesn't he now? I like him. I loved his vlogs in the olden days. It was his videos that he made everywhere. They were capping when he didn't show his face. They were all right there. They were really, really good. And now he's just come back from India, so I continue to watch him. Nick Frost, I lived with someone for 4 years with neuroblastoma, and I'll tell you for a fact, a minimum of 2 to 4 years. Pretty good mobility and a good standard of living. Neuroblastoma, well, that's not what I've been diagnosed with. I've been diagnosed with something else. Billy Pat, your ticket booked then, Eddie? No, can't book a ticket now until I know where to stand. Soy Lanky is good for the reasonably priced hotels. Last 2 trips I've stayed at the J&P Court. Great value with lift and pool. Okay. Does he? Okay, well, that's awful nice of him. Newbie Stubbs, live a full life, steady Eddie. I'm glad to say that I have lived I've traveled to all the places. I mean, I come from a not so good background, but I eventually got my act together, and I've traveled to all the places that I always want to, and not for 5 minutes either. I spent 6 months going around Brazil. 6 months going around South America, a couple of months in Central America, a month in Ethiopia, and years in Southeast Asia. Literally years in Southeast Asia and Europe as well. I've visited. So India. Oh, okay. So that's my legacy. My legacy. It's not all there on video. But my other channel, Steady Eddie's Travels, has got 17 million views now. So I must have done something right. So anyway. Super Stephen, Eddie, you have the app hospital on January, or you have the app hospital on appointment hospital on January. By the way, BW, I keep thinking his name's By the Way. You've traveled to all the places and seen all the famous faces. The number of James Bond movies that I can watch, where exotic locations, I can think I've been there because at one time I was motivated by seeing the great sights of the world. The first thing I seen when I went up was the Eiffel Tower. I climbed up to the second steps, second level, and the Vatican and all those kind of places. They were the first thing. The number of James Bond movies that I've seen, and I think, but I'm not motivated by famous sights. I was watching last night. I'm hooked on this series on Amazon called Those About to Die. It's an old Roman gladiator about Roman gladiators and that sort of thing. But it's got the Colosseum there, and I've actually been in that Colosseum. I've been to Venice. I almost died of fright at the top of the Duomo and in the cathedral in Florence. I've seen a movie where some guy abseiled, from the top of that. Well, I've been on the roof of that thing anyway. So I've seen the Christ in Rio. Guaçu Falls in Brazil. That's mighty. That is, well, phenomenal. And I've seen lots of famous sites. Lots of famous sites. Climbed Chichen Itza, where when you're allowed to do so. And now I couldn't climb the bloody stairs. Yasmin123, hello, Yasmin. Hi, Eddie, hope you're well. I was listening to someone with glioblastoma like yours, told the same thing as you, 50, and they're still going strong. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I mean, I don't feel unwell right now. I mean, I'm eating and drinking, but I'm reliably assured that it's only the younger ones who likely last. Someone my age, if you get, it's a death sentence. It's a death sentence. So just take each day as it comes. Nice to hear from you anyway, Yasmin. John Mitch is here. Hello, John. Hi, Eddie. Hope you're feeling better. Spend on a private MRI back end of December. After results sent to the NHS oncologist for your appointment in January. Head to Pattaya in the meantime. Okay. Well, I'm reluctant to go to anywhere other than the NHS right now, medical treatment, because it gets confusing. It means, I don't want people, sending, a private, and they I don't want anyone, sending records to, we need to send off your records to this person and that person. I'd much rather stick with the devil I know right now, which even though it's an unreliable devil, seems to be that way right now. But I'd rather stay. The NHS is the devil that I know, and I'll find out this week anyway where I stand. I'll ask questions. I'll find out this week exactly where I stand. Shane, my mate done his ankle in walking in Pattaya. It's easily done, mate. And I tell you what is awful in Pattaya, what I'm really, really wary of, is that those soy dogs. I mean, when they're on the pavement, the thing is, on a crowded pavement in Pattaya, when those soy dogs, I always get the impression they're going to take a snap at me, and I have to step out quickly into the road. And you can be hit by a car or a motorbike or anything. If any of those lunge at you, those dogs, and you never know what diseases they've got. So those soy dogs are a peril. Leeds, good morning, Eddie. How's it going, bud? It's going okay. It's going okay. Nice of you to join us. Jolly. It cost 8,000 baht in Pattaya for an MRI. It's not really about the money. It's the fact that I want to stick to the devil that I know. I want the NHS, because I paid for the NHS. Don't forget, through national insurance contributions. So I don't want things to get confusing. I don't want to go to Thailand to have hospital appointments. I simply don't want to do that. I want to go to Thailand to enjoy myself. I mean, the last 6 weeks in Thailand, I was in a hospital bed, and I thought, is this what I come to Thailand for? So I want my memories of. I remember being wheeled to take a scan or whatever when I was in that Thai hospital, and on the way there, I passed. You can get a sea view of through the window when I was on the, and I thought that's the place where I want to be. I don't go to Thailand to end up in hospitals. Ernest Connell, steady Eddie, the legend himself. Okay, I will be a legend soon. Well, no, just shouldn't joke about that. Tricky took out. I love the show. God Almighty. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go Bangkok and Pat for the first time in late 25 or early 26. I'd like to bump into Ron or yourself. Oh my God. Daniel, Sharky keeps those soy dogs well fed. Owen, Eddie, if you go to Pattaya, do you have an apartment in mind with a big balcony? No, I'll stay in a hotel because I like it. I don't like staying in apartments. And anywhere. I'm only going there for like 4 weeks at the most. So that'll be okay because I know I usually go abroad for longer than that, but I don't normally stay in Pattaya for that long. So it'll be just to Pattaya, a place where I know really well. And I have friends in Pattaya, and the good thing about Pattaya is that it's only 1.5 hours away from Bangkok Airport by road, by taxi. So that's okay, isn't it? Bobby Crush, all right, bit of Bobby. Nice to hear from you. Nice to hear from you. Austin, I see your books continues to get good reviews. What a great legacy. Okay, thank you. Yeah, they have got good reviews. They have got good reviews. Nigel, nice doggy. Okay. Nigel, get yourself a nice Chinese takeaway after Liverpool has smashed Brighton at Anfield today. Okay. Esan man, hello, Esan man. Nigel, Plazo Coffee has soy dog that visits live. Hado the soy dog is an absolute legend. Okay. John Mitz, have you thought about arranging palliative care in the UK or Pattaya? Oh well, I'll just. For now, I don't need. I don't really need that. I mean, need anything like that. But sooner or later, mate. Sooner or later. My answer to that is sooner or later. Owen, even in a hotel, I'd want a big balcony in your case. What, so I can throw myself off? Mark Saunders, most of the soy dogs are friendly, although I had one chase me and bark at me. Well, most of them, it only takes one to bite you because you never know what diseases they've got. I wouldn't trust those things. Mark Holman. Thanks for that. I've met Mark, haven't I? I met him in John TM. Went Liverpool. Thanks for that super chat, by the way. Went Liverpool when was the last time you went? Oh, geez, 25 years ago. So 25 years ago, and I haven't lived there for 35 years. So Liverpool's not on my menu. Not on my menu. Austin won. Whatever happened to David Coleman? Perhaps he met. He's still in Canada. He's still in Canada. Bobby, because Eddie, any comment on English breakfast that don't include tea or coffee? Well, they're a bit dry, aren't they? If they don't include tea or coffee. Mark Owen, would you stay at the Grand Jontian Palace with the nice pool? Well, a pool, I couldn't go in a pool because I can't. I'm not up to swimming. I probably couldn't get out again. So I wouldn't do that. But I'll stay around the Sober Cow area. In a hotel that I'm familiar with. One that's got a lift. So I know some of those hotels well. Oh, no, because even inside you and can't make it outside. You can sit in balcony with beer and views. Okay. Nigel, Bolsha, aka Big John, another absolutely loves Liverpool. Well, I mean, I don't dislike Liverpool. Oh, Jim Broadbent, go away. Daniel, Eddie, did you go to any red light areas in Amsterdam? Yeah, I checked them out, but I didn't use them. You know, I almost got mugged there. You know, if you see that video on the other, some guy tried to try to steal from me. He offered me drugs and whatever. He pestered me and he tried to rob anything, but he couldn't see anything to rob. So he quickly scarpered there. But what was I going to say? Oh, I can't remember what I was going to say now. Getting very forgetful in this situation. Mark Harmon. Mark Harmon, thank you for that super chat, Mark. $4.99. Oh, okay. I had the pool in Grand Champs-Élysées is a walk-in pool with a bar, 3 waiters with stools. Yeah, but I don't know. I love going there. I love swimming. But you know, I don't know. I don't know how to cope with that because my right leg was not working. You know, I'd be terrified of slipping. I couldn't risk that. I need to think about that one. Mickey Barker, only 10 minutes ago, only feels like 10 minutes ago, I was having a beer with you in the A7 in January talking about Karat. Are you the one who told me that's the Switzerland of Thailand? Because that sounded so good there. I'll tell you where I thought was a bit like Switzerland. That place, Van Vieng in Laos. I thought Laos had the most beautiful scenery. Richie, it's 39 days till I fly back to Thailand for the second year. Okay. Second time this year. I prefer the old, Mark Saunders, I prefer the old schools hotels in Pat, soundproof and got balconies. Lots of new ones haven't. Okay. Nigel, okay. Get exercise now, Ed. Otherwise, I'm coming down to Devon and dragging you out to the gym. Never ever give up. Do you know what? I'm lying in bed and I'm watching Netflix and Amazon. And for those who don't know it, Amazon is half the price of Netflix and infinitely better. It's infinitely better at Amazon because the number of things that you can download. Netflix is just it's not worth it really. Netflix. It's only the occasional thing that comes on, but Amazon is I pay $8.99 a month for Amazon, and I can download stuff from it. And Netflix I can't download, not on this PC, not on this laptop. So gyms and that's and swimming. Nigel, gyms and swimming. Oh, a long time since I've done them. Nigel, great job, bro. Okay, thank you. Mickey Barker, corrected. Daniel, in water, you're buoyant, everything. That'd be a strange feeling for me because don't forget. I mean, for 3 months, I was lying in bed without the use of my right or left, right arm or right leg. So I need to think about that. Austin, thank you for that super chat, Austin. That's $9.99. Oh, thank you for that, mate. Thanks. Austin, have a beer on me, pal. Okay, I will do. I will do. Mazet, morning, Ed. Hope you're well, mate. Okay, thank you. Nom-Ya Inspector. Good morning, Ed. You just caught the last. Have you thought about doing exercise to strengthen your legs for walking? Well, I think walking is trying to. I mean that's exercise for legs. I mean, you know, I can stand up, but I can't walk very far. I can't walk. I can't really walk very far. Sooner or later, I'm going to need to grab hold of something. Richie, Rich, swimming would be good for your mobility and is there no impact on the joints? Well, maybe I'll give it a try, but I'll need someone to be there with me. Nigel, where did your scouts fight at? Pull yourself together. Never ever given up. I haven't given up. I haven't given up. Bin man, what's happened to your book writing, Eddie? Are you still planning to write more? I am planning. I've got a third book in the pipeline, but like I say, I'm not. My brain isn't functioning the way that it was when I wrote the first two books. You know, it's not functioning the same. So I have the plot of the third book and the characters. But I can't get it out. I just can't get it out. I find it much easier to sit down or lie down and watch Netflix or Amazon. Jason Harris walk, jump on a treadmill, walk and pull at pace. Fender, Matt, you can easily fall. That was horrendous. That, I mean, you know, when I had those falls and I you know, in Pattaya, in the hotel room, I fell over in a couple of bars with a crash in the floor. I'm just thankful that I didn't break any bones, because I could easily, because I could easily have broken. I have bruises on my right arm, and maybe a couple on my right leg, but you know, I can do without that. I've never ever fallen like that before. Oh, and Eddie, if you could flash back to any of your travels, what was the funniest thing you ever did, seen or did? The funniest? Oh, I can't. I need to think about that one. I need to think about that one. Met some funny women, and things that were driving me mad at the time, but I can laugh about it later. Alan H, I had to see and get welfare phone call to ask how I'm doing. Do you not get that where you are? There's a nurse at the hospital who's given me her number, and I phoned her this week, and they answer the phone, and I'll see about that this week. Daniel, the rebound and mini trampolines are the best exercise for rehab, used by astronauts after long periods in space to retone muscles or whatever. Hi, Eddie, how are you doing? Nice to hear from you, Tandra. Nice to hear from you. Okay, I'm doing okay. Surprisingly cheerful. Nice to hear from you. John Cox, Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong. They've done all they can. Oh, that's too depressing. Your second half. Oh, and Eddie, what about a watch along with your own videos? That could be funny to reminisce. It's okay, but you got to be careful with that on YouTube. If you have two channels on YouTube don't seem to know that you own both of the channels. I could post a video up here, play a video from my other channel, my main channel, and YouTube may well give me a strike. They'll inform the owner of Steady Eddie's Travels that this guy called Steady Eddie Live is using your videos. Do you want to do something about it? And they don't put two and two together. I mean, it's the same account. So you need to be careful about that. Man, it's crazy how 1 minute you were fine, enjoying your time, and within a week or so, yeah, that's the way it happens. It's funny how life goes. And get some smoothie down you every morning with garlic and carrots and spinach. I have it every morning. It works great. John Cox, just get out on the plane when you're fit enough to party. As the old saying, live every day of your life as if it's the last one. Go for it, Eddie. God bless. Hanging around could miss the opportunity. Okay. So let's see. Let's see now. Okay. So I've been on for an hour. Saturday morning rant. I'm not happy with hospitals right now, but maybe they'll give me the answers that I need. On this Tuesday, I'm hoping to get the answers that I need. But as for AA, oh Jesus, what a bloody con! I mean, I phoned up for simple, just simple, simple, but adding a bit of credit to my phone, and this dork on the other end put me in a bad mood. He tried to sell me a contract, trying to pull a fast one on me. So anyway, have a great weekend, and I will be back soon. Okay, thanks for tuning in, everyone.